it's a story about love. It's a story about human connection and kindness. I really like this story because it's about community and what community means, even when you don't know the people in your community, and what can happen when people just get together in the name of love and show their support. I love this story. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today for this highlight video of the Infinite Hope livestream I do every Friday. Please be sure to smash that like, hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and share so we can get more people involved in the positivity. Thanks! Okay, so let's get right down to it. I got so many stories today, but you know what? As always, we're gonna start with some great archaeology news, because as you all know, I love archaeology. At underwater site, research team finds 9,000-year-old stone artifacts. Underwater archaeology team finds ancient obsidian flakes 2,000 miles from quarry. Here we go. A unique find. Without any precedent, construction workers discover a miniature Pompeii buried in Verona. So that's amazing. That's so cool. Look at this. So here's some more pictures of it. Look at that. That is so cool. So this one says, major scientific leap, quantum microscope created that can see the impossible. Just the headline is like, what? That's so cool. So here we go. This is the picture. That's so cool. And a major scientific leap, University of Queensland researchers have created a quantum microscope that can reveal biological structures that would otherwise be impossible to see. The microscope is powered by the science of quantum entanglement, an effect Einstein described as spooky interactions at a distance. Entanglement is thought to lie at the heart of quantum revolution. We've finally demonstrated that sensors that use it can supersede existing non-quantum technology. This is exciting. It's the first proof of paradigm-changing potential of entanglement for sensing. This is really cool stuff, you guys. Technology is improving every day, and hopefully it'll affect some changes in the world for the better. That's what we can hope from science, right? I'm going to move on now to the next article here, but this was cool stuff. 80-year-old bonsai master creates incredible tiny forests as a revel in the ancient arts. This is really cool stuff. So this is part of his garden. You got like this kind of stuff over here. This is one of them. Just really cool stuff happening with this guy. He's really creative. He's created these bonsai forests. And I think it's just magnificent. It's just really, really cool stuff. Look how many he's created. That's so cool. So then we have this article that I thought was really cool. Talk about being innovative and innovation. This was very interesting to me. So the article reads, the headline, Nigerian homes built from thousands of plastic bottles, 12 times stronger than brick and earthquake strong.
It's an ingenious way of cleaning up the environment and tackling the skyrocketing cost of house building for communities in rural Nigeria. A house made entirely of plastic bottles picked up off the street and collected from rubbish dumps. We're shown around by one of its creators.
House in Africa.
Plastic bottles are packed solid with soil and laid on top of each other, then bound with mud and string. Once filled, the bottles are 18 times stronger than regular bricks and can withstand earthquakes and bullets, the developers say.
That's unbelievable.
When this house is finally completed, something like 14,000 bottles would have been used.
And there's a social value too.
First of all, we want to see how we can evacuate all the bottles from the streets and from the roadsides, so that we can make use of it and try to create a job opportunity, just like a poverty alleviation, so that one have something doing. Like these boys that run around the streets causing so much trouble, we can make use of them by building these houses.
It's hoped that bottle brick technology
great.
as a way
They're-
of building new homes will catch on. Communities here have lived in houses
They're using that as also a way to basically get these kids involved in building their own homes and kind of becoming self-sufficient and getting them off the street doing bad things. I mean, this is all
mud
good.
for centuries. But the cost of traditional house building is getting higher by the day. A house made of plastic bottles costs $15,000, 1/3 of the usual price, making it more attractive. And as there's no shortage of the raw material, which is basically free, there's no reason why anyone should resist. The developers are looking for government support to expand the idea, hoping that cleaning up the streets and creating a much-needed greener economy will be a good impetus for government involvement.
This was a cool story because, as you all know, I love Charles Barkley. So here we go. Charles Barkley's lost wallet found. Matt Piles gets national recognition for finding it.
I lost my wallet today, Ernie. And Matt Piles, P-Y-L-E-S, I hope I'm saying his name right, he returned it.
Yeah.
He got in touch with TNT and gave me my wallet back. And that was really awesome. I lost it at Chipotle.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know it.
So we have this article, Ryan Reynolds and It's Always Sunny star by Ben. Why didn't they use his name? Like everyone knows who Ryan Reynolds is, but this dude, it's Always Sunny star by Bad English Football Team to turn it around now, an FX series.
Hello, my name is Rob McElhenney.
My name is Ryan Reynolds.
Hello, the NOE, you Rob McElhenney. The NOE, you Ryan Reynolds.
This is Maxine, and she is our Welsh translator.
Okay. Here we go. Some heartwarming stories. Some human connection stories. That's up next. Waffle House employees band together to help coworker attend his graduation. Timothy Harrison showed up to work one night on the night of his high school graduation, and this is what happened.
Alabama high school senior Timothy Harrison could not get a ride to his crosstown graduation last week, so he showed up for his regular shift at the Waffle House instead. When his boss saw him making and serving up waffles, he decided it was time to step in.
That's when I said, of course, why would you take off your graduation? And he was like, well, I didn't want to miss work. So I was like, well, you're going.
I got people who want to see me succeed. So it kind of had me excited.
Okay, so the Waffle House crew went to work. They quickly bought Timothy some dress clothes, got his hat, his cap and gown. And not only did he graduate, a local community college was so impressed that they offered Timothy a full scholarship. Yes, I like that. Timothy, he's going places. Yes, he is.
That's awesome. That's good stuff. Okay, so we have another really cool story. Also about a graduating person. Graduating ceremony inspires Harvard-bound student to give her a surprise $40,000 scholarship away. Okay, so next story. This was really cool. This is a hero story. Not all heroes wear capes. And this kid is being recognized for being a hero. And so he should. Here we go. The title reads, Woman Saved from Burning Car, Eagle Scout who pulled her out gets Heroism Award.
This is Michael Van Alsberg.
You know, I was raised up, you always help people when you can.
Getting an award he didn't ask for.
It's for scouts that, Boy Scouts that basically do a selfless act of a kindness.
Getting an award he didn't ask for. A National Heroism Award for more than just a selfless act.
He saved her life.
Earned from the time Michael pulled a woman out of a burning car.
Help other people in that. To be kind, courteous, kind, obedient.
And to save a life when you can. Michael never wanted any credit. His troop didn't know about it until they saw it on his resume to become an Eagle Scout. He didn't even apply for the award. But when Scout leaders got the application, they knew this was something big.
I've just kind of stayed out of it and let the troop do their thing, and haven't really asked that many questions about it.
He'd have to take a moment to be proud, no matter how humble he might be.
To earn this honor, I mean, it's a big deal.
This pride, not the self-serving kind. Michael, reminded of what really matters at the intersection of Apple and Maple Island.
I think about it every time I pass through here.
Other people could have done it, but I'm sure glad that Michael did it.
Okay, moving on to our highlighted story. It's a story about love. It's a story about human connection and kindness. I really like this story because it's about community and what community means, even when you don't know the people in your community, and what can happen when people just get together in the name of love and show their support. I love this story. So here we go. Michigan community saves couple's wedding day after fire.
Bride and groom Elizabeth and Jake Landon say their wedding was like a fairy tale.
Oh.
Was.
The ceremony was perfect.
You may kiss your bride.
Everything we could have dreamed of.
Until.
So my dad was doing his father of the bride speech, and just a minute in, he was interrupted by some of our guests.
House on fire.
And that was the end of that. The cottage right next to their wedding venue on Mackinac Island, Michigan caught fire, and everyone had to evacuate the area. This is a picture of the newly fleds abandoning their reception.
I didn't know where we were going. I just figured we had to walk away from that.
So we just started heading towards the church.
The church where they'd just been married. This time, they prayed for everyone's safety. And in the end, no one was hurt, and even the building was saved.
Seemed like the only thing that couldn't be salvaged was their wedding day.
Oh.
But unbeknownst to the bride and groom, while they were in that church praying, angels were swooping in from all over town.
We needed to step up and do the right thing.
First, the chef at the venue took all 120 meals, which were only partially prepared, and instructed his staff to get them out.
We just ran with it.
Ran those meals to the restaurant next door.
We just cooked it, sauced it, and off down the street it went.
Down the street to a resort that had an event space available.
Everyone offered how could they help, and we started just pulling everything that we had.
And what they didn't have, yet another restaurant provided.
So we got it all on a cart and pushed it down Main Street.
That's the other thing.
It's gonna be great.
Mackinac Island doesn't have cars, so this whole migration was done manually, powered by sheer will and the kindness of strangers, like the bellhop who volunteered to be a bartender. And because of everyone's efforts, in less than an hour, the bride was back to blushing.
And what did you charge for this help?
Nothing.
I didn't charge him anything.
Nothing.
No.
To have them pick up the reception out of ashes in a very literal sense made the wedding better than we ever could have imagined. And one that, well, we don't necessarily recommend. It's a day and an experience that we'll cherish forever.
Oh, I bet.
A perfect wedding, after all. Steve Hartman, on the road, on Mackinac Island, Michigan.
Once again, I'd like to thank you for watching this highlight video of the Infinite Hope livestream. Please be sure to smash that like, hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the positivity. Thanks, and have a good day. See you next time.